Roy Keane still wouldn't give Michael Carrick the Manchester United job despite him beating Pep Guardiola and Mikel Arteta as interim boss. Carrick, 44, has an astonishing record standing in for United and has now got wins over Pep, Arteta, twice, Unai Emery, and Thomas Tuchel in his 5 matches in charge. Sign up for the Arsenal newsletter. Thank you. Roy Keane is against Manchester United appointing Michael Carrick as the permanent bossCredit, Sky Sports. The club's former midfielder beat Arsenal on Sunday, 1 week after winning against Manchester CityCredit, Getty. This one, a 3-2 victory over Arsenal at the Emirates on Sunday evening, was as dramatic as any. United came from behind to go 2-1 up and surprise Arsenal, securing a surprise late win through Matheus Cunha with 3 minutes to go. Arsenal had hit back with a scrappy Mikel Merino equaliser when their home fans had started to turn only for Cunha to go one better than Patrick Dorgu with a second brilliant strike. The result means that Carrick has 6 points from 6 since replacing Darren Fletcher in the dugout earlier this month. Read more Man Utd news. But the former United midfielder hasn't done enough to get the gig full-time. Speaking after the match on Sky Sports, Keane was asked if they should make a move to get him in permanently now. Keane replied in typically blunt fashion, saying, "No, you're being silly now. He's had 2 great performances, but anybody can win 2 games. Most read in football. Best free bets and betting sign-up offers. It's what he does until the end of the season, and even if they do get into 4th, I still wouldn't be convinced he's the man for the job, absolutely not. They need a bigger and better manager, but he's got the opportunity. United under Carrick have caused their opponents plenty of problems. They benefited from 2 stunning goals at the Emirates, one from Patrick Dorgu and another via Matheus Cunha credit, Getty. What a chance it is for him, and you know what, he's taken it. Fair play to him." Keane then went on to say that even if Carrick won every game, he wouldn't be the right choice. The pair have been involved public controversy recently after comments made by Keane towards Carrick's wife, Lisa, in 2014. At the time, after a defeat against Olympiacos, Keane said of Carrick during his punditry, "That interview was just like the performance, flat. He should say a bit more, have a bit more urgency, even in the interview." Lisa responded on Twitter, now X. "Roy Keane what a sick. Says anything to provoke a reaction, that's all. Done." Keane reignited the feud recently, saying, "Well, his wife can always come in because she's got a bit of a big mouth sometimes." He added, smiling, "She's probably doing the team talk." It has since been claimed that Keane was denied the chance to talk to Carrick in an interview on Sky. Instead, Gary Neville was sent to talk to Carrick one-on-one after being appointed. Keane has been critical of the decision to appoint Carrick in the first place. Credit, Sky Sports. He also has a long-standing feud with Lisa, Michael's wife. Credit, Getty. Keane has been critical of the decision to choose Carrick, saying, "We sit here every week talking about Man United being the best of the best, and at this moment in time, I don't see that even with the appointment and the staff. But that doesn't mean to say they can't get results. It's a great opportunity for him and his staff, but of course I'm concerned. And I said that about the previous manager. But if they start well and get momentum, I still think there's a great chance for the team to get in the Champions League, which has got to be the aim. Carrick took over in 2021 when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sacked, but it was only a temporary fix before Ralf Rangnick came in. This time, United have Carrick in the Rangnick role until the summer, where they plan to appoint a long-term head coach. Having been a popular figure at Old Trafford as a player and also a well-rated young boss at Middlesbrough before being sacked last year, there is already talk of Carrick making the step up to United properly. He set his side up to stun City last week and did the same in North London against table toppers Arsenal, creating plenty of chances over the two games. Fletcher, the caretaker before Carrick, drew to Burnley and lost to Brighton in his only matches. Ruben Amorim won just 2 of his final 7 in charge. It was his public venting at United's decision-makers which drew the sack from Sir Jim Ratcliffe and company, but the club's top 4-5 hopes also plummeted. They are now 5 unbeaten in the league, the longest run of any team across the division, and have risen above Liverpool and Chelsea into the crucial 4th spot. United are now in a strong position to secure Champions League qualification. Carrick has a brilliant record in charge credit. Getty. United are still 8 points behind Aston Villa in 3rd and only 4 ahead of Fulham in 7th. Brentford, Newcastle, and Sunderland are 1 further back, with 6 points separating 11th from the Champions League places. Keane, though, believes United can make a real play to get back to Europe's top table. He said, "It does look like a team transformed, obviously, and Harry Maguire makes a good point that a lot of players are back now. There's a full group and they've got full weeks. There's no other distractions. They can focus on the league form, and as we know, if you win 1 or 2 games for Manchester United, fantastic. Especially when you beat City and come to Arsenal, where I felt United would get a result today. I was thinking more of a draw, but I felt United would turn up. They've got enough quality players that if they get that momentum in their season. Now you're looking at United and thinking, great chance of top 4. 1 or 2 months ago you'd say, no, I don't think they'll do it. But if they play with that confidence and belief, then you give the manager credit and you give the staff credit. And the players are turning up, simple as that." When the topic of Carrick was revisited, Keane added, "It helps if you've got your best players available. That's a big plus for them, people like Maguire coming back in, your attacking options. The fact that City and Arsenal are big games. It helps." One thing you would say about United's last 2 performances is that they certainly played with a lot of energy. They've had that look about them. It's the first time I've looked at them, and all the talk during the season was, United don't really have any distractions, but when I was watching the games it looked like they've got loads of distractions. They weren't playing on the front foot and they weren't playing with loads of energy, but the last couple of performances, they've certainly looked that way. And certainly their confidence and belief from the last performance today, Even from the first few minutes, they had something about them. Recommended stories. The players, again we go back to them playing in their preferred positions. It's a settled team, they played the same 11 from last week, and confidence and belief in players is huge. Comments.